This man is 76 years old. 3 years ago, he could barely stand up from a chair without pushing off the armrests. His wife had to help him carry the groceries. His doctor told him, "This is just what getting old looks like. Accept it." He didn't accept it. He learned 3 things, 3 non-negotiables. And in 12 months, he gained back muscle he hadn't had since his 50s. Not because he had great genetics, not because he took some miracle supplement, because he stopped doing what everyone else does and started doing what actually works. Today, I'm going to give you those 3 non-negotiables. Write them down. Tattoo them on your brain. Because if you're over 70 and you want to build real muscle, this is the video. Before I give you the 3, I need you to understand something. After 70, muscle is not about looking good. Forget the mirror. This is about survival. Men who lose the most muscle after 70 are twice as likely to fall. Falls are the #1 cause of injury death in men over 65. That's not a scare tactic. That's the CDC. Every year after 70, you lose 3 to 5% of your muscle mass. That's called sarcopenia. And it's happening to you right now, whether you feel it or not. But here's the part they don't tell you on the news. It's reversible. Men in their 70s, 80s, even into their 90s have built measurable muscle in clinical trials. Real studies, real men, real results. A landmark study from Tufts University took men aged 72 to 98 and put them on a resistance training program. In just 10 weeks, they increased their muscle strength by up to 174%. Some of them doubled the speed they could walk, 72 to 98. Let that sink in. If those men can do it, so can you. You just need the right 3 pieces. Now let's get into it. Non-negotiable number 1. You have to lift weights that challenge you, and you have to make them heavier over time. This is called progressive overload, and it's the single most important principle in muscle building at any age. Here's the problem. Most men over 70 walk into a gym, pick up the same 5-pound dumbbells they used 6 months ago, do the same exercises, and wonder why nothing changes. Nothing changes because your muscles have no reason to grow. You're not asking them to do anything harder than last week, so they stay the same. Or worse, they shrink. Progressive overload doesn't mean throwing heavy weight around. It means small increases. And I mean small. This week, you use 10 pounds on a chest press. Next week, 12. The week after, you stay at 12 but add 1 more rep. The week after that, you slow the rep down so each one takes 6 seconds instead of 3. That's 4 ways to progress. More weight, more reps, slower tempo, better form. You don't need all 4 at once. You need 1 per week. That's it. Now let me show you what this looks like in practice. A seated row. This is one of the best exercises for men over 70 because it strengthens your entire back, your grip, and your posture. Watch the form here. Pull the handle toward your stomach. Squeeze your shoulder blades together at the back. 3 seconds pulling in, 1 second squeeze, 3 seconds releasing. That's 1 rep. Now watch what happens when someone goes too fast. See the difference? The slow version is building muscle. The fast version is just swinging weight around. Your joints pay the price and your muscles get nothing. Another perfect exercise for progressive overload after 70, the dumbbell chest press. Lying on a bench or even on the floor, press up slow, lower slow. Start with whatever weight lets you do 8 good reps. When you can do 12, move up by 2 pounds. That's the system. Simple, repeatable, and it works every single time. If you take one thing from this entire video, take this. Your muscles only grow when you give them a reason to. Give them a reason. Every single week. Non-negotiable number 2. And this is the one most men over 70 get completely wrong. You have to eat enough protein, and you have to eat it at the right times. Now, I've done a whole video on protein numbers. I'll link it at the end. But here's the short version for today. After 70, your body becomes resistant to protein. Scientists call it anabolic resistance. What it means in plain English is your muscles need a louder signal to start building. A bigger dose of protein at each meal. The magic number is 30 to 40 grams of protein per meal. 3 meals a day. That's your target. But here's where timing matters. Most men eat almost no protein at breakfast. Coffee, toast, maybe a banana. That's 5 grams of protein at best. Then they eat a normal lunch, maybe 15 grams. And then at dinner, they pile on a huge steak thinking they're catching up. 60, 70 grams in one sitting. Problem is, your body can only use about 30 to 40 grams at one time for muscle building. Everything above that gets burned as energy or wasted. You don't store extra protein like you store fat. So that man who ate 5 grams at breakfast, 15 at lunch, and 70 at dinner, he had one useful meal. 2 wasted opportunities. His muscles were starving for 16 hours a day. Here's what winning looks like. Breakfast, 3 eggs scrambled with cheese and a glass of milk. That's 34 grams and it takes 5 minutes. Lunch, a palm-sized piece of chicken or fish with vegetables and rice. 35 grams, nothing complicated. Dinner, another portion of meat or fish the size of your palm, vegetables on the side, a cup of Greek yogurt if you want. 36 grams. Done. One more thing about protein. There's an amino acid called leucine. It's the trigger that tells your body to actually start building muscle. You need 3 grams of it per meal. Chicken, eggs, Greek yogurt, fish, all high in leucine. Bread, rice, pasta, almost none. That's why protein source matters, not just protein amount. Write this down. 35 grams of protein per meal. 3 meals. Protein on the fork first before anything else hits your plate. And make sure your protein sources are leucine rich. That's the formula. If you can't remember all the details, don't worry. I made a complete protein breakdown video with exact meals and portions. I'll put the link in the pinned comment and at the end of this video. Non-negotiable. Number 3. And honestly, this is the one that surprises people the most. You have to recover. And I don't mean sitting on the couch. See, here's what most men don't understand about muscle building. Your muscles don't grow in the gym. They grow when you're sleeping, when you're resting, when you're recovering between workouts. The workout is the signal. The recovery is the building. If you skip the recovery, you're tearing muscle down without ever building it back up. After 70, recovery takes longer. That's just biology. A 25-year-old can train the same muscle group every 48 hours. After 70, you need 72 hours minimum. That's 3 days between hitting the same muscles. That's why I recommend a 3-day training split. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Whatever works for your life. But never 2 days in a row hitting the same muscles. Now here's the second part of recovery that almost everyone ignores. Sleep. Between 90 and 95% of your daily growth hormone is released during deep sleep. Not light sleep. Deep sleep. If you're getting 5 hours a night and waking up 3 times, your muscles are barely getting any building signal at all. 7 hours minimum. In a dark room, cool temperature, no phone screen for 30 minutes before bed. That's not luxury advice. That's muscle building advice. Third part of recovery. Active rest days. On the days you're not lifting, you walk. 20 to 30 minutes at a pace where you could talk but you'd rather not. Not a stroll, not a sprint, a brisk, purposeful walk. Walking does 3 things. It moves blood through your recovering muscles, bringing nutrients in and waste out. It keeps your cardiovascular system strong, and it keeps your joints mobile so they don't stiffen up between workouts. And one more thing about recovery that nobody talks about. Stress. Cortisol, your stress hormone, directly breaks down muscle. If you're stressed all day, anxious all night, your cortisol is eating your muscle faster than your workouts can build it. So recovery isn't just about resting your body, it's about calming your mind. A 10-minute walk in the morning, deep breathing before bed. Time with people who make you feel good. That's all muscle building behavior. Most men just don't see it that way. All right, let me put all 3 non-negotiables into one simple weekly system you can start this week. Monday, push day. Chest press, overhead press, push-ups, 3 exercises, 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Every rep slow and controlled. 3 seconds up, pause, 3 seconds down. 30 minutes total. Let me show you the chest press with proper form. Controlled press upward, squeeze at the top, slow lower, no bouncing, no momentum, and the overhead press. Standing or seated, either works. Press the weight straight up, lock out at the top, lower to ear level. Control the entire movement. Wednesday, pull day. Seated rows, lat pull downs, face pulls. Same structure. 3 exercises, 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps. The face pull is one of the most underrated exercises for men over 70. It strengthens your rear shoulders, your upper back, and fixes that forward lean posture that ages you 10 years. Friday, legs. Goblet squats, Romanian deadlifts, and a farmer's carry. 40 steps with heavy weights. That's your carry pattern. It trains your grip, your core, and your legs all at once. The goblet squat is king after 70. Weight in front of your chest. Sit back like you're sitting into a chair. Drive through your heels to stand. This one exercise builds more functional strength than any machine in the gym. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, you walk 20 to 30 minutes. Sunday, full rest. That's the entire week. 3 lifting days, 3 walking days, 1 rest day. Simple, sustainable, and it works. Now I've got a question for you. Which non-negotiable were you missing? Number 1, progressive overload. Number 2, protein timing. Or number 3, recovery. Drop your number in the comments. I read every single one and I'll reply. And if this hit home for you, subscribe. I put out videos every single day for men over 70 who refuse to accept decline. Men who are building strength, building muscle, and building a body that carries them through their 80s and 90s. If you want the complete protein breakdown with exact meals, exact portions, and the cheapest high-protein foods for men over 70, that video is right here. It's the perfect follow-up to what you just watched. That 76-year-old man I told you about at the start, he's still at it. 3 days a week. Protein at every meal, 7 hours of sleep every night, 3 non-negotiables. That's all it took. Now it's your turn. See you in the next one.